How to make Nigerian Egusi soup with bitter leaf. You start by introducing the chicken, fish, pomo, periwinkle, stockfish, egusi, bitter leaf, and the palm oil. Now come with me, let us start. Put your pot on the fire. Introduce the chicken now. Introduce the chicken, and then afterwards, you bring in your pomo to spice it up, dicey pomo. And then you come with your stockfish already washed for that garnishing, and then your pepper and onion mixture, and then you add salt for taste, and seasoning cubes to for that African flavor. You add it up. After adding the seasoning cubes, you progress to covering the pot, and then you turn on the gas and let it boil together. After 5 minutes, you come and give that a very good stir. Give it a very good stir. And then after stirring, just carefully so you don't scatter the chicken, you cover. Wash the onions for the frying of the egusi, peeling the onion, and then cutting the onion into shreds while waiting for the chicken to steam and marinate very well. We are done with that. So next, we check on the chicken and stockfish. We introduce the dry fish so it doesn't get too soft. Give that a proper mix, and then there we have it. Cover the pot and let it simmer for 3 minutes, and then we go to crayfish. Blend the crayfish. There is no egusi soup without crayfish, so be judicious with your crayfish. Now you check the pot, transfer the whole broth and then chicken with fish and stockfish and pomo into a basin while we go into the next step, which is a frying of the egusi. So you put your palm oil and then you put your onion into the pot for it to give it that taste, that African flavor. Give that a good stir, and then add the egusi. Add the egusi. Look at it, the egusi. Add it. After that, you stir so it doesn't stick to the pot. You stir it so it doesn't stick to the pot. You stir continually so it doesn't stick to the pot. And then the next step, you add your broth. You add your broth to the egusi, and then you stir that. Give that a good stir, and then you add some water to make sure it doesn't get burnt while trying to fry to get that good and delicious taste. You cover it, analyze simmer for a bit, open the pot, and then you add your chicken, fish, stockfish already steamed, and then you stir that together. Give that a good stir. You can see it's already delicious looking delicious. And then the next step after stirring is to add water until you get your desired texture. So you add water until you get your desired texture. You can add water to determine the level of thickness you want. So you turn that and then cover it and allow it boil together. And then you add your crayfish, give that a good stir. You keep stir judiciously for it to come together and allow it boil before adding the periwinkle. Very delicious looking periwinkle. Now you see the egusi soup is coming together. Just allow it boil for a while. You cover it and now you open the pot and then you add the bitter leaf for that delicious aftertaste. That is what gives it. This is what they call the icing on the cake. But in this case, it is not cake. So the icing on the egusi soup, the bitter leaf to garnish it. Now you see that looks so gorgeous. Ooh la la, sumptuous, delicious, deliciousness in every bite. And that's how you make the delicious egusi soup. Look at it, film the egusi soup, film am well. Wow. Ooh la la, looking so delicious, deliciousness in every bite. Look at that chicken, looking so crispy. Ooh la la, that stockfish, well.